I would like to apologize for the very unfortunate delay of this press conference, which has been occasioned by an emergency situation that we were dealing with. Going forward, we will make sure when we call you, we call you and make sure we call you when really there is nothing in between the time you come and when we talk to you. So maybe the next problem will be the notice will be too short. Otherwise, we called you a little earlier, but then something came up which required physical, urgent attention personally. Thank you for coming. It's always a pleasure to host you at Harambee House. On 15th of February this year, at about 9 p.m., I received media reports and inquiries that the home of the immediate former Minister for Interior, Dr. Fred Matiang'i, had been cordoned off and had been invaded by dozens of police officers. I immediately sought oral and written assurances from the Inspector General of the National Police Service, the service commanders of various formed units within the National Police Service, the Directorate of Criminal Investigations, DCI, the Kenya Revenue Authority, KRA, the Anti-Corruption Commission, EACC, and all conceivable government agencies that could have a basis of apprehending any person in the event of commission of crimes. I released a statement the following morning from Arabal in Baringo County, denying the allegations and affirming that our country's security agencies remain neutral, apolitical, and focused on addressing the security challenges that our country are facing. I did, in that statement, affirm that the security agencies are not available for any political or extraneous duty in favor or against any political formation. I advised anyone with information relating to the alleged incident at Dr. Matiang'i's home the previous night to file a formal complaint at the nearest police station for investigations and appropriate action. Considering that the allegations had accused the National Police Service, the Directorate of Criminal Investigations sought particulars of the alleged attack and the evidence thereof, which particulars were never provided by those who made the allegations. Consequently, the DCI had to move to court, and indeed obtained a court order to allow them to establish the veracity of these claims and take disciplinary action if at all any police officer could have invaded the privacy of Dr. Matiang'i's home with the intentions of harassing him, intimidating him, or arresting him outside the legally prescribed procedures. Meanwhile, the former cabinet secretary, through his lawyers, had moved to court and obtained anticipatory bail, preventing the police from arresting him, which court order the National Police Service have obeyed until today. After concluding their investigations and analyzing the available evidence, the DCI invited Dr. Matiang'i to tell his side of the story by way of recording a statement as a matter of due process and procedure. I confirm to the country that the entire investigation process in this matter has been carried out with utmost professionalism, dispassionately, and in a manner that reflects the policy guidelines of this administration of handling criminal investigations and how suspects of crime should be treated by the police. The former minister was formally invited to record his statement on a particular day, which turned out to be inconvenient to him since he claimed to have traveled. Subsequently, he was asked to indicate another day and time upon his arrival when he would be available. Eventually, he appeared at the DCI headquarters along Kiambu Road on Monday, the 6th of March, 2023, which was a day and time of his choice and convenience. Fellow Kenyans, this is a major departure from how the police have treated suspects of crime under the previous administration, especially if these suspects were politically exposed persons. Such suspects would be apprehended at night, inhumanly mishandled in the presence of family members and guests, and treated with high drama. It is the policy of this administration to treat all suspects of crime with dignity and handle them with respect to their fundamental rights and freedoms as guaranteed by the Constitution of our country. Unless one has committed a cognizable offense of serious gravity, or the suspect poses a serious immediate risk to both the public and the officers arresting that person, night raids, inhumane treatment, and dramatization of arrests are not part of the policy of this administration's criminal justice system. Violation of this policy guidelines by any security officer will attract punitive actions against any culpable officer who tries to excessively dramatize ordinary